Hey, so Jerry, this question comes in from a guy who says he's troubled by the fact that a woman at his office is very flirtatious with him. She's made it pretty much plain, I'm ready when you are. And this makes him incredibly uncomfortable. He's happily married. What can he do? You've written extensively about protecting ourselves in these situations. Give us some advice.
Well, one of the hedges I plant around my marriage is never being alone with a woman who's not related to me. Some people call that the Billy Graham rule because he was famous for that too, not traveling or meeting with or dining with somebody without another person there, unless that woman was related to him. The other thing that I think works really well in the situation that's been raised is you need to be forthright with that person. And whenever you chat with that person, talk about your wife, talk about your family, show pictures of your kids, that type of thing. That's a really loud signal. And if that doesn't do it, because it's interesting, I was just talking the other day with some friends. In fact, it was yesterday. Had a little writers group meeting, and they're all guys about my age. And one guy was saying he was just showing a woman at work pictures of his wife, and she says, "Oh, I get the message." And he said, "What message is that?" And she said, "You're off limits." Well, that's true. And that's a good way to stay off limits.
Yeah.
If it doesn't dissuade her, you need to keep your distance. That's all there is to it.
That's solid advice. And, some people make fun of that Billy Graham rule of not being alone with a woman. If you're in a situation, boy, I've practiced that myself. And sometimes it can be uncomfortable. In fact, our friend Dave Ramsey, who is also a contributor here on our Loveology site, does the same thing. I know lots of folks that are in leadership. I just don't want to be put in a position where someone can even accuse me of it, let alone where something might transpire.
Exactly. And I've found too, when I do get ridiculed for it, somebody will say, you're maybe I'm speaking somewhere and they say, "Oh, Mrs. So and so is going to come pick you up." And I say, "Could it be two people or could you send a guy? Because I have this policy." And they go, "Really? In this day and age?" I'll take that embarrassment any day in trade for my 51-year marriage.
Yeah, absolutely. And then your second point about put pictures up of your wife, your family, make that explicit. That sends a pretty clear message, as it did for your friend. So, Jerry, solid advice as always. Thank you.